Welcome back to the O Show. Everything crypto every single day. It's WendyO here, and we have a very special guest. We have Zak from MultiBank, and he's going to tell us a little bit about what they're building because, as you guys know, crypto is going mainstream. How are you doing today, Zak?
I'm excellent, Wendy. Calling you here from Dubai this morning. So good morning to you and everybody, and absolute pleasure to be here.
And good night for me. I know we're complete different
Yeah.
opposites of the time right now. So before we get started, can you just give us a quick summary of just a little bit about yourself?
So I'm the CEO of MultiBank IO, which is the cryptocurrency arm of MultiBank Group. Myself, I got into crypto 2016 and kind of saw the space in the crypto market and what we were doing at MultiBank and the TradFi instantly, kind of saw the connection and, you know, as all of us in crypto, when we get into the blockchain, we go down that rabbit hole and start connecting all the dots. So, that's kind of when it first started. And thankfully, I managed to get us our first license in 2020 out of Australia. Thank you. And that really started our transition into crypto, which I'm sure we'll cover a bit more. But yeah, that's a bit about myself. And we're based here in Dubai.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, to start off, can you give us a quick overview of MultiBank Group and how it's uniquely positioned to launch the MBG utility token?
Yeah, sure. So MultiBank Group, we originally started in 2005. That's when we were established out of California. And then we moved our headquarters to Beijing. And we're actually one of our main USPs is the TradFi brokers. That we're the most regulated financial broker worldwide, and which is something we're really proud of. And on top of that, we're happy and touch wood it continues that we've never had a single fine, which is kind of unprecedented in our industry. So the TradFi side is our first pillar. We had a fantastic year so far with an average daily volume of 35 billion a day.
Wow.
A week.
35 billion a day?
That's our average so far this year. We actually peaked at 58 billion. I think a lot of credit goes to Mr. President over on your side of the pond for that, making the market turbulent. But yes, we're 35 million average, 57, I think it was, just shy of 58 billion in one day. We transact up to 1 million transactions per day. 2024, we had a revenue of 362 billion revenue in 2014. So we're an established firm. And, one of the biggest eye openers for me was actually from our TradFi side. 30% of our customers actually deposit in crypto.
Wow.
To trade TradFi, which is, and funnily enough, our transaction costs are fractional compared to everything else for onboarding crypto. So we're quite happy with that. So yeah, that's our first pillar, the TradFi side. Our second pillar is what we call MEX Exchange, which is basically an interbank institutional trading platform. The concept is it's going to rival the likes of Bloomberg, Reuters, T360, all these, institutional ECN. But we're going to focus it on prime brokerage and emerging market. It's an extremely untapped market. But really the biggest USP there, Wendy, is the fact that we're integrating crypto into it. And we'll become the first institutional platform, with prime brokerage settlement in crypto and TradFi FX. That's quite a big thing. And I think that's going to actually bring a lot of adoption to the crypto space. One of the hurdles that we went through, we have a high standard of due diligence for our partners, for example, LPs. And we go through balance sheet and we make sure they're safeguarded. That we have to do that. And when you come do that in crypto, it really doesn't exist, unfortunately. So as MultiBank coming into the crypto side, we found it quite difficult to onboard LPs. The counter risk that we will go counterparty risk that we were going to have. You got to send an exchange that doesn't have a balance sheet, or you got to send a liquidity provider crypto, and you got to send them 4 or 5 million and expect fiat back, and you don't have any balance sheet, you don't have any security. It's quite a daunting thing for a TradFi company to come in. So I don't think it's just about MultiBank. I think it's about the wider institutional concept getting into crypto. All of us Web3 crypto supporters, we want mass adoption. So I think that's something that MEX Exchange can bring. And then finally, our third pillar is our MultiBank IO, which is our crypto side of MultiBank Group, on and off ramps, Euro, USD, Dirham, regulated out of Australia, Barra, Seychelles, ferocious derivatives coming, and we have a massive RWA announcement coming and hoping to launch in October as well, which I'm excited to talk about. So that's kind of an overview.
We'll get back to RWAs in a second because that's one of the questions I have. But I do want to talk a little bit about the token. So we have seen a lot of tokens launch with limited functionality. What are the utilities of MBG unlocks across the multi-bank ecosystem?
Well, it's funny you say that. We're doing a bit of research there about our competitors in the crypto field and how many utilities each token has as an exchange token. Um, and we're really building an ecosystem token. So I think it's a bit different to that because we're going to build utility across all our three pillars. So I think we're up to like 35 utilities that we kind of conceptually built into our token. And compared to our competitors, I think the average is about 4.5. So, there's a lot of utility from extra bonuses, discounted trading fees, early access. We're doing some really cool stuff on the MEX exchange institutional side. So yeah, we're building a lot of utility to tie everybody together. And at the minute, we've got kind of 3 different platforms: the institutional, the tradfi, the crypto. And the concept in the future is to bring them all together into one super app.
Okay. Well, I have to segue a little bit, kind of back to RWAs, but still about the token. So, how does MBG serve as a connective layer within MultiBank's group 4-pillar ecosystem and its solutions MultiBank FX, MEX Exchange, MultiBank.io, and MultiBank.io RWA? I know that was a lot, but if you could unpack that for us.
Yeah, definitely. So listen, I think one of the key aspects is that as we touch upon, we want adoption in crypto, right? So we've got this pool of 3 million clients, active clients on multi-bank effects for trading TradFi products. It's basically a CFD derivatives product. And these guys, what our concept is that we want to get them involved into crypto through a utility token without really needing to be fussed as a crypto or on the blockchain. The fact that they're already trading, they will be the first TradFi platform to offer a utility token with incentives. I think it's quite a big thing. So we've got potential to convert a lot of those TradFi users into crypto users and MBG token holders, which I think is a great opportunity that many, kind of startups in the crypto field don't have. So that's a huge advantage. And then, like I said, once we have the super app, it kind of creates an environment where you can come in for us as, from a tech or from a back end point of view, whether it's crypto or whether it's gold or whether it's a tech. It's just a different asset class, right? But the whole concept behind it is the same. So we just see it as we want to offer different asset classes for different people, whether you're an expert trader, brand new into FX or brand new into crypto. We've got assistance, we've got customer service, and we've got a venue and a product for you. And I think that's our concept. And bringing MBG to tie all of that in together, I think is something special.
How is MBG designed to support both institutional traders and everyday retail users across your ecosystem? And what does that say about your long-term vision for adoption?
Well, before I get into that, I'd really like to first announce that yesterday we had our first pre-sale. We've got 2 pre-sale rounds. Thank you very much. It's our final step before TGing next week, and we sold out 7 million tokens in about 6 minutes. So we had a few tech difficulties, but due to the demand on MBG, but thankfully we sold out. So first of all, that was a great, kind of Kickstarter for us, and it shows the demand and kind of the hype on the project. And so we're looking forward to the next one coming on Friday. But going back to your question about tying institutional and retail clients, I think one of the biggest issues in crypto is liquidity and depth of order book. And definitely institutional retail clients bring in more liquidity. So if we can find a venue and bring everybody together and have a shared order book where everything is kind of I know a lot of people in the crypto world going to hate this, kind of centralized as an order book and bring everything in. I think that just creates a great opportunity for the retail and institutional market together. It just offers a lot more depth, better execution, and then I think a better experience.
So when we're talking about the token a little bit, you mentioned a buyback and burn strategy earlier. So talk to us a little bit about that mechanism and how does it tie into usage and overall value creation within the ecosystem?
Yeah. I think that's an important point, Wendy. So thanks for that. As you said, we not only are we building utility into MBG from all the pillars, but we're also contributing from all our revenue from the three pillars. So, for example, we did some calculations a few days ago, and from last month, we would have contributed around $6 million to MBG to buy back and burn. And we calculated it for the first year that we're going to contribute $440 million over the first 5 years for buyback and burn. So hopefully the concept is that we go in with the 440 million, buy back our token, burn it, decrease the supply, and that should have hopefully an anti-inflammatory effect on the token, and increase the price. So I think we built this for a long-term play for our users to incentivize the market to come to us. And I think we're trying to create a stable setup where people can feel safe.
Awesome. That's good. It seems that you guys care about your customers a lot, and that's good. It's good to see, especially in crypto right now. And as far as like the future, looking ahead, what kind of utility expansions are planned for MBG, especially in areas like RWAs, real world asset access, social trading, or AI power tools? And me personally, I really like projects that kind of focus on RWAs and AI.
Well, they're two of our biggest topics. I think they're definitely the hot words right now, right? So, but we'll go into the RWA concept first. So, huge announcement for us in the RWA during Token 2049 here in Dubai, where we announced that we've signed an RWA deal with Maverick and L1 Chain and Mag Development Company Group from Dubai, who have been set up since I think 1998. So they're very well established in the UAE. And we're very proud to announce that between the three of us, Mag are going to bring the property, Mab are going to bring the tech, we're going to bring the distribution and the brokerage. And we've come up with a deal to bring the Ritz-Carlton community residents in Dubai on chain with an 8% yield paid daily after a 1 month cliff. Minimum deposit is going to be $50, accessible to everybody.
Yeah, that is totally accessible.
Yeah, and with it, I think the big headliner, obviously, being the Ritz-Carlton community, and on top of that, it's the biggest Ritz-Carlton community in the world. So bringing a brand like the Ritz-Carlton into the RWA, I think that shows what MultiBank is capable of, and that's going to start at $3 billion of property and up to 10. And I can't disclose any other information, but we have, well, in crypto, we like announcements of announcements. So I'll go to throw the teaser out there. But yeah, no, it's a huge, exciting project, and we've got more landmark properties coming. And I think that in October is going to be a massive launch for us. And in terms of MBG, we'll be doing exclusive primary listing. So we'll be doing exclusive primary listings for MBG holders. They'll be able to come in earlier and participate in the Ritz-Carlton before the non-holders do. So I think that's one of the biggest utility. And to be honest with you, I think it's the biggest and best product we're working on at the minute. There's a lot of derivatives out there and a lot of competition in the crypto space. So when we look at why do we want people to come to us, I think the RWA is the perfect field where it hasn't really been tapped up properly yet. So I'm hoping that will be us. And like I said, we've got a lot more announcements coming soon.
Yeah, I was going to say Ritz-Carlton is a global household name. Like everybody knows who Ritz-Carlton is. But before we close out, do you have any special announcements or alpha that you can give me and my audience? I know you can't give everything, but there's got to be something that you can tell us that we should be paying attention to before we get going.
I think you should keep your eyes peeled on our X account. All our announcements are on there. We've got our last 3 million pre-sale coming up on Friday. It'll be around 12 p.m. Dubai time. And then we're TGing on Tuesday, the 22nd. So it's all guns blazing on our end. It's been super busy, but exciting times ahead.
Awesome. Well, Zach, thank you so much for coming on. And I'm a little bit bummed I couldn't get the announcement of the announcement of the announcement alpha, but thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for chatting with us and talking to us about the token and what you guys are building and kind of clarifying what's going on in the ecosystem because there's a lot going on, a lot to follow. So again, you guys, if you want to get any alpha about MultiBank, you want to learn more about them, anything part of their ecosystem, all the links will be down below. Make sure to follow them on X. Zach said you will get the alpha there. And Zach, thank you so much for coming on and have a great start of your day because I'm going to get to bed soon.
Have a good evening, Wendy. It is an absolute pleasure, and hopefully we'll see you in Dubai sometime soon.
Hopefully.
Thanks a lot. Have a good one.